Breaking news out of Dallas, folks. The NFL world is absolutely buzzing as superstar safety Justin Simmons has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys in what is already being called one of the biggest and boldest signings of the entire offseason. That's right. Justin Simmons, a Pro Bowl caliber defensive back known for his elite range, leadership, and game-changing plays, is now donning the iconic star of America's team. This deal isn't just a signing, this is a statement, a message from Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office that they're not just aiming for the playoffs. They're going all in for the Lombardi Trophy. Simmons, previously the cornerstone of the Denver Broncos secondary and most recently a defensive stabilizer for the Philadelphia Eagles, brings with him not just veteran experience, but an immediate, tangible impact on every inch of the defensive field. Known for his uncanny ability to read the quarterback's eyes, crash downhill in run support, and blanket tight ends and slot receivers, Simmons is the kind of player who doesn't just play defense. He transforms it. With the Cowboys in need of a veteran presence and added consistency in the back end, this signing may be the missing piece of a Super Bowl puzzle that's eluded Dallas since the 1990s. Let's talk about why this is monumental. Justin Simmons is not just some plug-in roster filler. We're talking about a player who has ranked consistently among the top safeties in the league for nearly a decade. A guy who's tallied over 30 career interceptions, forced fumbles, and led his teams in communication and alignment. He's played in multiple defensive schemes, Vic Fangio's zone-heavy system in Denver, a more pressure-oriented approach in Philadelphia, and thrived in both. That versatility is precisely what makes this deal so valuable. For Dallas, defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer is inheriting a Swiss Army knife. Simmons can sit back as a deep safety in cover 2 or cover 3, drop into robber coverage, or even play man-to-man against athletic tight ends. In an NFC East division where the Cowboys face high-octane offenses like the Eagles and emerging threats like the Commanders and Giants, having Simmons roam the secondary is an enormous upgrade. Last year, Dallas suffered key lapses in the secondary, especially late in games. Missed tackles, broken coverages, and miscommunication were too common. Simmons immediately raises the floor and the ceiling of the entire unit. He is expected to bring not just elite talent, but also accountability, leadership, and veteran presence. A rare trifecta in the modern NFL. And the contract details: a reported 4-year deal worth $60 million, with $30 million guaranteed. That's a significant chunk of change, but well-deserved for someone of Simmons' pedigree. It's a deal that places him among the top 5 highest-paid safeties in the league, and honestly, it still feels like a bargain when you consider the impact he brings. Although there are no major red flags in terms of health, Simmons has been remarkably durable for most of his career, playing full seasons and rarely missing snaps. His football IQ, film study habits, and commitment to preparation are also elite level, which should translate into instant chemistry with key players like Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, and DeMarcus Lawrence. Simmons' arrival means Micah Parsons can blitz more freely without worrying about busted coverages behind him. It means Diggs gets help over the top. It means the middle of the field is no longer a vulnerability. This is a signing that reshapes how Dallas can call plays, strategize for opponents, and take calculated risks defensively. Let's not forget what this means emotionally and culturally, too. Simmons is widely regarded as one of the league's classiest players, a Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, a vocal advocate for community change, and someone who brings positive energy wherever he goes. In Dallas, that matters. The Cowboys have long been criticized for having talent, but lacking cohesion and mental toughness in big moments. Simmons changes that narrative. He's a professional, a tone setter, and someone who will challenge younger players like Marquez Bell and Israel Mukwamu to raise their game. The Cowboys locker room just got smarter, tougher, and more mature. And let's not ignore the timing. This signing comes right before training camp, giving Simmons a full offseason to integrate with the system, learn Zimmer's playbook, and build on-field rapport. That's a luxury that can't be overstated. Instead of a mid-season plug-in or emergency signing, this is a well-timed strategic addition. Simmons will be able to lead from day one. Expect him to wear the green dot on his helmet before long. He's that trusted, that experienced, and that vocal. The Cowboys aren't just adding a player, they're adding a field general. The fan reaction has been overwhelming. Cowboys Twitter is on fire with hashtags like Jack Simmons to Dallas and Jack Super Bowl bound trending nationwide. Fan pages, YouTube creators, sports radio, they're all lighting up with excitement. It's not just about hype, it's about hope. Cowboys fans who have endured year after year of playoff heartbreak see this move as proof that the front office is finally putting its chips in the middle of the table. The last time Dallas added a high-profile defensive star like this, it was Charles Woodson rumors back in the early 2000s. This time, it's real and it's happening. Simmons brings with him the kind of energy that could very well catalyze a top 3 defense in the league. Pair him with a healthy Parsons, a motivated Diggs, and a defensive line that now has more freedom to rush the passer. This could be a nightmare unit for opposing quarterbacks. And imagine the matchups. Week 1 against the Giants, Simmons lurking in the secondary, baiting Daniel Jones into a bad throw. Week 4 against the Eagles, Simmons matching up against Dallas Goedert, making key stops on 3rd and long. Late season showdown with the 49ers, Simmons picking off Brock Purdy in the red zone. These aren't just dreams, they're probabilities now. He has a history of showing up in big moments, and the Cowboys have long needed someone to make that last game-saving play. Whether it's in coverage, blitz disguise, or pre-snap adjustment, Simmons will make his presence felt. From an analytical standpoint, the signing makes complete sense. In 2024, the Cowboys' defense ranked 14th in overall efficiency, but a lowly 24th against tight ends in coverage. Simmons' addition directly addresses that. His passer rating allowed when targeted last year was a stingy 58.6, borderline elite. He had 5 interceptions, double-digit pass breakups, and 0 touchdowns allowed in man coverage. And he wasn't just a coverage guy. He racked up 80-plus tackles and was top 10 in run stop percentage among safeties, and he also blitzed occasionally, showing excellent timing and awareness. Like, that's a chess piece, and Mike Zimmer now has another queen on the board. But with all this hype, what's the downside? Like, if there is one, it's simply age. Simmons is 30, entering what many would call the back half of a safety's prime. But the way he plays, cerebral, instinctive, and technically sound, suggests he'll age more like Eric Weddle than a typical decline phase safety. There's also the question of scheme transition. While he's played in zone-heavy schemes, adapting to Zimmer's hybrid looks could take a few games, but with his intelligence and preparation, most experts believe Simmons will be a quick study. There's minimal risk here and high reward. So, what does this all mean for the big picture? It means the Cowboys are officially Super Bowl contenders. No qualifiers, no caveats. With an offense led by CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard, and now a defense with playmakers at every level, there's no excuse left. The pieces are there, the coaching is there, the leadership is there. The Cowboys aren't just trying to win the NFC East, they're aiming to finally get past the divisional round, back to an NFC championship, and maybe, just maybe, return to the biggest stage in sports. Simmons is a signal to the rest of the league that Dallas is done waiting for next year. It's go time. And for Simmons, it's a fresh chapter in a storied career. After years of excellence in Denver and a brief but productive stop in Philly, he now gets to anchor one of the most iconic franchises in football history. If he can help deliver a Super Bowl to Dallas, he'll be remembered not just as a great player, but as a legend. He'll etch his name alongside Cowboys greats. He'll rewrite his legacy in bright blue and silver. And for the fans, the players, and the city, this signing is more than football. It's belief, it's momentum, it's destiny knocking on the door. So buckle up, Cowboys Nation. The 2025 season just got a whole lot more interesting. Justin Simmons is in town, and the rest of the NFL better take notice, because with this move, the Dallas Cowboys have just declared war on mediocrity, and they're coming for everything.